Shalom, shalom. Week 1, day 3, welcome back. Today's lesson, we're continuing on with our 3 words that we're doing this week, 3 new words each day. I hope the words from yesterday were pretty easy for you. Let's have a look at our words for today. Okay, so yesterday we learned the word yareach. Today we're learning the word shemesh. Shemesh. Our second word for today is shamayim. Shamayim, which is sky. If the picture's a little ambiguous, that's the word for sky. And our last word is lemala. Lemala, which is kind of a very broad word in Hebrew. The little definition is up, but it also means upstairs. If you're in a house and you say, Ifo Yoav, ulamala, it means, where's Yoav? He's upstairs. You just say he's up. Hebrew is a very practical language like that. Often they use the same word for a number of meanings or purposes. So lamala is definitely one of them. If you wanted to say, like, it's kind of over there on top of the shelves, you could say, it's over there, lamala. It's like over there, up. So that's that one. It's connected to the word aliyah. It's got the same shoresh, the same root as the word aliyah for making aliyah, immigrating to Israel, going up. It's got that connotation. So a little bit of background there. Yep, that's probably all I need to add for these 3 words. So shemesh, shamayim, and lemala. Now, before I say goodbye, I want to check that when you're using Brainscape, that when you study the cards, that you're mimicking the recordings, okay? So every card, I put an Israeli pronunciation for every word so that you guys can really work on your pronunciation, because although I'm pronouncing it to you, I've got a slight accent. Sometimes I've got more than a slight accent. And I want to give you the pronunciation the way an Israeli would say it. And I want you to mimic that. So try and copy the way that it sounds. Pronunciations are kind of a funny thing. It's a personal thing. I'm not trying to change the way you talk, but I want to open your brain up to the kind of exact sounds of the language. I think that will really help you throughout your Hebrew learning. If you start to kind of train your ears and then the information that's stored in your brain with the way that an Israeli would speak. I think it'll make it a lot easier for you to understand Hebrew when it's spoken to you, when you come to Israel or when you're speaking to an Israeli. And I think it'll be a lot easier for you to be understood when you're speaking. And it will lead to the person that's speaking to you probably to delay that decision to flip to English when they hear your accent or that maybe you're not from here. So work on your accent a little bit, listen to those recordings and just try and mimic them. And I'll see you here tomorrow for day 4.